Hi, this is Ed from Exotic Blanks. Tonight we're going to look at one of the new blanks from Berea, and the instructions tell you drill down the center. It does not tell you too much more than that, so I thought we'd go into a little detail about what drill down the center entails and how you can do it fairly easily. So we'll start by taking this blank. And in order to find the center, I'm going to, there we go, a little closer for you. I'm going to draw a line down the points of those chevrons. That's the first step. And in my case, it also means get your glasses. Okay, now I can see what I'm doing. We want to line up the points of the chevrons. It's not easy for you to see that. And then take a fine line and run it right through those points. So what you have then is a mark at the top, a mark at the bottom, and a mark right through the center of the chevrons, and it worked pretty well this time. So then what you want to do is take this mark on the bottom and extend it, and the mark on the top and extend it. So we'll just So that's the way that looks. Now, in order to stay on that center, there's a number of things you can do. You could try to figure out how to mount that in your lathe right. What I did instead was I just mounted it on the lathe, and the up and down dimension doesn't make that much difference. So I just picked a spot right about so, did the same on the bottom, and then mounted it in my lathe between centers. You'll see that as well. But that's how I got to keep the piece so that I knew that the pattern would be centered on the final product. Now I've mounted that on the lathe between centers. I'm using 60-degree centers, dead center in the headstock and live center in the tailstock. This will not grab that blank very strongly, so if I have any kind of a catch, it will stop. It will not ruin the blank. I've never turned this particular kind of resin before, so I started out pretty safe, trying to make sure that if I made any mistakes or if I did anything that was going to damage the blank, it wouldn't damage the blank very far down. If the blank stops spinning, you aren't going to ruin it. So that was my whole concept here. You can see that from time to time the blank actually does stop, and I'll tighten the tailstock a little bit and put a little bit more pressure on it so that it will rotate. But I'm not trying to take hard cuts. I'm taking very light cuts. I just sharpened this tool, so I'm really playing it very safe, trying to bring it down to a cylinder. The concept here is that I will bring it down to round or close to round, and then I will be able to put it into my chuck, and it will then line up with the center where I want the center. Doing anything with a pattern, you have to remember that your center of your blank is immaterial. The center of your pattern is what you need to have centered on when you do your drilling. So you have to be very careful as you set this all up to make sure that you are keeping everything centered to the pattern. Where my finger is going, you can see the distance from the center of the chevron is equal on both sides. That's exactly what I was hoping for. So that's what you're seeing there. It's going to be, when I drill it, it's going to be centered. Everything is fine. Next we go right to the chuck and set it up in the chuck. I had set it up with the pattern up just so I could see what I was doing. Doesn't make a heck of a lot of difference how you set it in there, as long as that blank has been turned into a cylinder. It should keep your drill centered. Now I'm drilling this first of all with a 3/8 inch, actually I think a 5/16 inch drill bit, just to make my first hole. I will make that hole and then come back and expand it to 10.5 millimeter, which is what I usually use for Sierra style pens. As it turns out, when this one is finished, it's still too tight, and so I actually drilled it a third time with a slightly larger drill bit. As you can see, I've increased the speed so that we don't bore you to death. Drilling, bore you to death, got that? So the first one was a 5/16, and then I went to a 10.5 millimeter, and I thought I was going to be done. As you'll see, then I test the hole and find that it is still too tight, and so I've increased it to a 27/64, which is the next one in that would make a slightly larger hole. It was no big deal, just a matter of trying to find the hole that makes the nicest fit for it. So when all was said and done, this is what it looked like. As you can see, the tube sticking out of the bottom, just to show where it will be oriented, comes straight up, goes right through the center of the chevron, exactly as we had hoped. There will also be a quick view of the pen at the end of this video, just so you can see what it will look like as a pen. Thanks for watching. This is Ed from Exotic Blanks, wishing you a good night and happy turning. Bye now.